Up guys, we're back with another video, but first if you watched our last video, we told you on our next video that we would be revealing his haircut. Can you come on?
Proceed. It's just real good. But yeah, man, she did okay, I guess.
Did okay.
Not what I'm used to.
So let's see the finished product, man. Oh,
It's okay, like.
I think it looks perfect. Well, I did kind of give him a little spot in the back right here, but and I did just okay. No, I think I did a wonderful job for the first time. And for y'all comments, y'all can post a thumbs up if I did a good job or a thumbs down in the comments. Appreciate you. Hey guys, we're back with another video. I'm Key.
I'm Jay.
And today we are going to be talking about how we met. And I'm gonna start off because my part is like small, I would think, and his is like all cute and whatnot. Basically, first day of school, so we both was going to two schools. Okay, so we went to the same morning school, afternoon school. I went to Troy Athens. He went to
Madison.
Okay, and in the morning we went to OTEC. So we both were 2 years.
No, we both were not 2 years. I was a 2 year. You were the first year.
No, I was the first year for culinary. That's what I was getting to, if you let me talk.
Technically.
Anyways, so we both were 2 years.
Here's my prodigy.
My first year I went for physical therapy, and then my second year I went for culinary because it was full when I tried to go back. He was a 2 year for culinary, so he was like the captain and whatnot. But
Top
anyways,
chef.
Whatever. Anyway, so I'm in class, I see my friend from, my class from last year. So, we kicking it or whatever. And we just, you got to scope out the classes, first day of school. So I'm looking, so me and her just talking or whatever. And we was both like, he is cute. And, I'm like, yeah, he cute. Okay, I was like, he all right. But
sexy. He
was over there, like, I'm telling y'all, I look up, he a hi with his ex, and I'm like, okay, so they gotta be together, like, so I'm like, that's out of the picture. So I just like brushed him off and was like, whatever, and yeah, so that's kind of how my take on first, like, seeing him go.
are you talking about the full thing?
Okay, so time went on. I think like the first couple of weeks of school went by, and then we had like this fall frenzy where like every class, so like it's different classes, so like like trade schools kind of classes there, all went outside. So we was playing games, dancing, food, whatever. Yeah, so we get outside or whatever, and I see him. I'm like, okay. And I think we kind of like walked out together, but I was like kind of behind him, and because we watched, me and my friend was like listening to him talking. He was like, oh, they got football, it's bad. So he went over there, and so I was still watching them, like periodically. And he had took his shirt off and everything, so I'm looking like, oh, okay. And so time went on again, and I don't know how, I think I kind of ended up by myself, like just chilling. And he comes over to me, like, from behind, and he was like, where you get them hot dogs from? And I'm just sitting here, like, in my head, the first thing that came up is like, they right in front of you. But I just like, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, you get him over there. So, you know, I was like, whatever, I'll walk you. So I walked him over there to get his hot dogs. Where's the ketchup? Where's this? Where's that? Got him, you know, when we walked away. So then we like kind of ate together. So now we talking and yeah. And then when we got back to class, he was just like, can I have your number? I think, right?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Tell it. Your turn.
Alright, so this how it was for me. So I come there first day. I'm like, alright, we back to school and everything. So I'm going to the class. I'm scoping it out just like she was. I'm like, wow, there's no cute girls in here. Thanks a lot. So I'm trying to think where to start. So alright, so we sitting down. I'm sitting by the teacher or whatever. Me and my ex was sitting next to each other, so-called best friends at the time. And I see her, like she walking to class, and I'm like, she cute. I'm like, fine. I'm like, so I tell my ex, my best friend, like, I'm gonna pull her. And then she hit me and stuff, like, you're not supposed to be telling her your ex that or whatever. So, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, so like the next couple of days, so I'm talking to my man at the time, I'm like, bro, it's this one cute girl in the class. I'm gonna get her. She got braces. She brown skin. She always wearing trues. I'm like, I'm gonna get her. He like, I don't know what you talk about. I don't know what you talk about. I'm like, all right. So then finally he seen her. He like, bet you better get her. So let's see. My phone was broke at the time. It was cracked and everything.
Oh, man.
So it was football. It was like a day of football game. And
Oh, I forgot.
I'm in class. And somebody in the classroom come up to me like, it was her and this other girl. So like they was the cutest girls in there, I guess. So he come over there like, the girl wants you. So he didn't say who. So I'm like, oh, he pointed in the direction. I'm like, bet, I got her. It was that easy. And so it was the opposite girl. So I'm like, all right, this what it is. So then after school or whatever, I'm talking to one of my friends stuff. They like, is she cute? I'm like, she straight. You feel me? He's like, well, you better just get what you can get. So I'm like, all right. So that same. Okay, so backtrack a little bit. So the boy who set me up with the other girl wanted Kiana. So he made it seem like that was all him when it wasn't like that. And she had a boyfriend. So I'm like, all right, so it is what it is. So then Fall Frenzy came, and I talked to her earlier that day. And then
I didn't have a boyfriend at this time.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Not at Fall Frenzy. I didn't have a boyfriend.
Wait, so...
Remember he was staring at us because we was together?
All right, then backtrack then. I'm getting Fridays mixed up, so it was a Friday. So I had a football game that day. So then I was going to my football game. We was on a bus. And when my friend was like, Jay, you know her? I'm like, oh yeah, I go to school with her. She like, he found like, oh, it's bad.
Oh yeah, pause. So I gotta say what happened. Wait, should I say that part?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's my turn. So he like, she was like, he found. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. So I'm about to get her. So then after the football game, the one that she wasn't talking to, which she was, he was like, I'm like, what's Kiana snapping? Everything. He like, no, bro, that's all me. That's all me. I'm like, all right, bro, for real. All right, whatever. So I'm on Instagram, searching, I can't find her. I'm like, what the heck? I cannot find this girl nowhere. Like, she's like a ghost. So it was Friday. So Monday comes around, and we was in class. Like, we used to talk a little bit here and there, but my phone was broke, so I couldn't really say nothing. But we was all in this group chat. So then I ended up side texting after I got my phone fixed outside of the group chat, and that's how we started texting. But with the Fall Frenzy thing, okay, I didn't know where the hot dose was at. She gonna keep saying I do, but I didn't know where the hot dose was at.
Yes, he did. That
So-
was right in front of him.
So after that, so then we walking around, we talking and stuff, and then her friend was mad because she was supposed to have me, but she had a boyfriend already, so that didn't even really matter. I wasn't really interested. And then her ex was like, kept staring and stuff, but he like, I'm like, that's your ex? Like, come on now. It is like she came from here to here, like, but
Anyways.
I ended up getting her basically. So I snatched her from a couple of people, like 3 people wanted her, and then she had a boyfriend at the time, but she said she gonna keep saying she didn't.
We
It was
broke
it was a
up.
summer thing. We all know it wasn't a summer thing, but I ended up pulling her. A lot of people was mad. A lot of relationships and friendships got broken up and whatnot. But that kind of sums up how we met and how I pulled her from everybody. You feel me? And I was the man.
I guess. All right.
Had the best friends wanted me. Dang.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So that's kind of basically how we met. You could say we're going on 3 years, right? It's been 2 years and 3 months. Nope. 3-ish months. Right? It's March.
4 months, babe. Well, tomorrow makes 4 months.
Tomorrow makes 4 months.